Have you ever tried to explain your feelings to your husband? Carefully choosing your words, keeping your voice calm, hoping that this time he would truly understand what your heart is trying to say, only to walk away feeling unheard, unseen, and emotionally alone, as if your words never really landed where they were meant to. You love him deeply, you are committed to your marriage, and you are not trying to argue, control, or criticize. You simply want to feel heard, valued, and emotionally connected. Yet somehow, conversations feel exhausting, repetitive, and discouraging, leaving you wondering late at night if you are asking for too much or if something is wrong with you. Maybe you replay conversations in your mind while lying awake, thinking about what you could have said differently, softer, clearer, or maybe not at all. And that quiet ache settles in your chest because all you truly want is closeness, understanding, and emotional safety with the man you chose to spend your life with. Let me tell you about a woman named Sarah, because her story may feel painfully familiar to you. Sarah has been married for over a decade, and she is loving, thoughtful, emotionally aware, and deeply invested in her marriage. She believes communication is important, so she talks openly about her feelings, her stress, and her needs. Yet lately, every conversation with her husband seems to lead nowhere. She explains herself carefully. She avoids harsh words. She even waits for the right moment, but still nothing changes, and instead of feeling closer, she feels more alone than before. One evening, after another conversation that ended with silence instead of connection, Sarah sat on the edge of her bed holding back tears, not because they argued, not because cruel words were spoken, but because she felt invisible, as if her emotions had nowhere to land. Her husband was not a bad man. He was not cold, abusive, or uncaring. But when Sarah said, "I need more support," he heard, "You're failing." And when she said, "I feel overwhelmed," he heard, "You're not enough." So without realizing it, he emotionally shut down to protect himself. And the more he shut down, the more disconnected Sarah felt, creating a painful cycle neither of them wanted but didn't know how to break. And if you are honest with yourself, you may recognize this pattern too, because so many wives experience this quiet loneliness, not because love is gone, but because emotional safety has been lost somewhere along the way. Here is a truth many women are never taught. Being heard in marriage is not about talking more, explaining better, or repeating yourself louder. It is about emotional safety. Men do not stop listening because they do not care. They stop listening because they feel emotionally threatened, criticized, or inadequate, even when that is not your intention. Women naturally communicate through emotion, sharing feelings, experiences, and inner struggles. But men often listen through the lens of responsibility, performance, and self-worth. So when a conversation sounds like disappointment, frustration, unmet needs, or emotional pain, his nervous system hears danger rather than connection, failure rather than vulnerability. He does not hear your heart breaking, he hears that he is not doing enough. And once a man feels emotionally unsafe, he retreats, not to punish you, not because he does not love you, but because silence feels safer than failing. This is why raising your voice does not work, why repeating yourself does not help, and why over-explaining leaves you emotionally drained. Because the secret to being heard is not force, it is safety. When a man feels safe, he listens without defensiveness, he stays present, and he opens his heart. And creating that safety begins with how you enter the conversation. One of the most powerful shifts a wife can make is leading with appreciation before expression. Because appreciation lowers defenses and creates emotional openness. When you begin a conversation by saying something like, "I really appreciate how hard you work for our family," or "I appreciate everything you do, and there's something I want to share with you," your words land differently, not as criticism, but as connection. Appreciation does not mean ignoring your pain or pretending everything is fine. It simply builds a bridge so your feelings can cross safely. Another essential shift is learning to speak from emotion rather than accusation, because statements like "you never listen" or "you don't support me" immediately trigger defensiveness, even if spoken calmly. Whereas saying "I've been feeling overwhelmed lately" and "I miss feeling like we're on the same team" invites empathy and understanding rather than shutdown. Timing also plays a crucial role in being heard, because even the most loving husband struggles to listen when he is exhausted, stressed, or mentally overloaded. So choosing a calm moment, a quiet evening, a relaxed weekend, or a peaceful space can completely change the outcome of the conversation. Being heard is not about urgency, it is about readiness, and waiting for the right moment is not weakness, it is wisdom. Another powerful change is choosing to say one thing instead of everything, because when emotions build up, it is natural to want to unload all the hurt at once. But men process information best when the message is simple and focused. So choosing one feeling, one need, and one request increases the chance of being truly heard. Ending conversations with partnership instead of pressure is equally important, because when you close with words like, "I want us to grow together," "I believe in us," or "I'm not against you," "I'm on your side," you remind him that this conversation is about connection, not control, and unity, not blame. Take a deep breath here, because you are not too emotional, you are not asking for too much, and you are not failing at marriage. You are a woman who desires emotional connection, safety, and intimacy, and those desires are valid. Being heard does not require you to silence yourself or shrink your needs. It requires expressing them in a way that creates emotional safety for both of you. When your husband feels safe, he listens, and when he listens, closeness slowly returns, not through one perfect conversation, but through consistent tone, patience, and intention. Change does not happen overnight. It happens in small moments, gentle words, and repeated efforts. And every time you choose calm over criticism and connection over control, you strengthen the emotional foundation of your marriage. You deserve to be heard. Your feelings matter. Your voice has value. And when you speak with clarity, compassion, and self-respect, your words reach where they matter most, his heart. If this message feels like it was speaking directly to you, if it put words to emotions you have been carrying silently, please share it with another wife who may be sitting alone with the same feelings. And subscribe for more guidance that helps you protect your heart, strengthen your marriage, and reconnect with confidence. Because you are not alone on this journey, and you never have to walk it by yourself.